kind of starting to clear now. But when I set off this morning, it was much worse. So it's officially springtime here in England, but I wouldn't say it's particularly mild. The weather loves to subvert your expectations, so I think on the 1st of March, last Friday, it absolutely poured down, and then yesterday was extremely cold and frosty, and also really muddy and disgusting. We took my youngest out on her roller skates yesterday, and that was not fun. She likes to run before she can walk, or in this kid's case, try and do the splits on a pair of skates before she can actually keep her balance and stay upright. So I'm very fortunate that my back is still in one piece today, because I was just worried that if she went down, she'd take me with her, and then I'd be in a lot of pain today. So that was interesting. It rained all day Saturday as well, so it was not the greatest weekend. And the forecast for this week is very similar. It's dry today, and then I think we've got rain for the next 2 days, and I think it's dry Thursday and Friday. And I haven't checked the weekend because it's Monday, and Friday feels quite a ways away, although if you're a parent, every Monday feels like you'll start your weekend. Sorry kids. Yeah, so it's been fine. Dropped the kids off. I've been to do a little bit of shopping. I've got this to do now. Maybe something to do a little bit of exercise. And then maybe go out for a coffee this afternoon, meet my dad. I showed up for the exercise last week, and it was a literal painful reminder how long it's been since I last did anything like that. By Friday, I could really feel the soreness in my arms, and to an extent in my stomach as well. So I was really, a bit banged up over the weekend, but I'll get used to it. I'm hoping if I can commit to doing the 5 10-minute exercises Monday to Friday this week, I'm going to try and work in 10 minutes of flexibility somewhere in my day. to be terribly exciting. I've been still plugging away at my AI novel and my silly daydreams with my cousin, and I kind of messaged her with the synopsis for what we've come up with so far, and she was like, "Oh, I would totally read this novel," you know. Oh, maybe she didn't go out. Actually, maybe she didn't go out. I can hear the sounds of something running up the stairs, which sounds a lot like my other cats, as you know, like 19 and blind, so yeah, Doikie's been upstairs all year so far. So yeah, and I'm saying, yeah, there's just one problem here, I can't actually write. And then she just messaged me back and she says, yeah, you can, it's only 80,000 words. And I'm like, say what now? 80,000 words. Don't mistake me back when I was a student at university. I could probably have rattled off an essay about anything. I don't know whether it would have been 80,000 words. I don't seem to remember there being such a sizable word count back then. About a topic, and I knew how to write essays, but I've never really seriously sat down. The most I've ever written of a novel was about 16,000 words, so not even a quarter of a novel, and I never got any further than that. I just kind of couldn't do it. But I don't know, the AI said the AI tragically will not write the novel for me, which is frankly unreasonable, as from what I'm told, AI will write literally anything else for you, like your essays or your dissertations, work proposals, you name it, but it will not write a book. So I don't know, it's fun to noodle with for like 5-10 minutes in a day, and I don't know, maybe it can handhold me through some of it. It's worth a crack. I was kind of hoping to find one that I could feed my ideas into, and my, structure, what have you, and it would churn out something legible that I could stick on Kindle and just like hope somebody liked it. I'm not all about making my fortune, although were I to make my fortune, it's fair to say I wouldn't complain. But yeah, I'm not going to make it to Connecticut at this rate, unless I win the lottery, and even then it would have to be one heck of a jackpot. But hey, set my GoFundMe. If every person in the country just gave me £1, I could make it, guys. I could totally make it. I don't know. It's fun, but dreams can be fun. Daydreams, fantasies, whatever you want to call them. But there comes a time when I have to come back down to earth, and I find it hard to come back down to earth sometimes. Whether that's because I don't really want to, or whether it's just because that's the way my brain works, but yeah, there comes a time when I think a daydream does more harm than good, but it's harder to stop than you might think. Mostly these dreams just burn themselves out eventually, but some burn brighter than most, and I'm trying now to kind of take them and use them in a positive way. So if I daydream and there's this idealized version of me in that daydream, you're never going to get to that. There is no perfect you, but you can try and align yourself a little more closely with that person you see in there, whether that's the way you dress in your dreams, or the way you act, or the things that you do, perhaps in your daily life, in your real life. There's bring yourself just a little bit closer to that dream. And maybe that will be enough. Sometimes I think it has to be enough. But I tend to get lost in my dreams. So, I can be walking down the street and I look like I'm there, but I'm really not. I'm somewhere else. Not to the point where I'd walk out into traffic or into a lamppost. Like I've mastered the art of living in two worlds at once, if you will. But it's gotten to the point now that I'm ready to come back down to earth a little bit. I'm definitely rethinking the way that I look and like the aesthetic that I want to go for, and that's doable. Thanks to eBay. Thank you, eBay. Your ability to get clothes at a good price, pre-loved, is super helpful, for sure. So, I've had some good luck lately. I won a really nice dress that arrived a couple of days ago, and I've won a sailor type, fisherman's type jacket, raincoat, and that should be arriving in the next couple of days. I saw some other really nice things, but I don't want to spend too much money at once. But at the same time, I don't want to miss out on them, so I'm like, should I? I've let a few things that haven't been worn kind of go around again, but I couldn't let the rain jacket go because somebody bid on it, and I'm like, no, I want this. It wasn't my dream colour, but the colour that I wanted it in, which was either mustard or pink, is a very popular colour. There was a mustard jacket up for sale, and that was already up for more than I wouldn't mind for, and I thought, I can't do it. There's the compromise. You can have the fisherman's jacket, but you can't have it in the colour that you really want. So I'm all about compromise. I'm trying to be. Chip in this little bit here. I reckon I could probably finish this session. This is like still a 1 out of 4. Maybe in 3, I think. I've enjoyed doing it. It's a pretty picture and it's not been dreadfully time consuming. I've really enjoyed doing it. I'm trying to remember to sit up straight here as well. I can feel myself slouching and like, nope. My spine must be up at all times. But I don't know. I think the sun's coming out, so it's as good a day as any. Bring it back in. I meant to put my microphones on today as well, but then I realised that they were out of charge because I forgot to charge them last night, which sounds about right. It's if I remember to take my vitamins and what have you before the school run, it counts as a good day. So I didn't, so I had to take them when I got in from shopping. If I remember to eat a portion of fruit a day, it's a good day. Yeah. Okay guys, we are going to cut it here. As ever, thank you for watching until the end. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.